Aquaman and Namor are two of the most iconic aquatic superheroes. The conflict between the DC and Marvel fans has raged for decades regarding Namor the Submariner's and Aquaman's powers. Both are kings of their respective underwater kingdoms, possess superhuman strength, and have a fierce determination to protect their people. But when it comes down to it, who comes out on top in a fight? We've decided to use this opportunity to analyze a hypothetical fight between these aquatic legends. When it comes to a battle between Namor and Aquaman, who wins the fight and how? Aquaman is more powerful than Namor and would win a fight against him. Both Namor and Aquaman have pretty similar powers and abilities, let's be honest. So in terms of their basic power set, they are equals. However, Aquaman does have more versatile powers and is faster and better combatant at that. Fight between Aquaman and Namor would be incredibly close and could honestly go either way depending on the situation at hand. But I do have to admit that Aquaman has a slight advantage. Now that we've covered that Aquaman would ultimately be the winner of this matchup, it's time to analyze in more detail exactly why. We're going to analyze the powers, abilities, strength, speed, and durability of both characters so you can see how we came to our conclusion. If you're interested in more, stay with us. Powers and abilities. Aquaman belongs to the race of Atlanteans, but unlike the rest of his people, his royal heritage makes him extremely powerful. Besides being incredibly physically powerful, Aquaman can utilize several forms of magic, most notably water magic. Aquaman has access to hydrokinesis. He can manipulate and utilize Arcanum, and because he is considered to be a ruler of the seven seas, and seas are a life-giving force, he can likewise utilize his connection to the life force, which allows him to be connected to all living beings. One of the most notable Aquaman abilities is his telepathy, which he can use to influence and command marine life. His telepathy, however, can also alter humans' minds, making him a rather powerful opponent. Due to his connection to the seas, Aquaman can affect the weather. He can conjure up powerful storms and, to some extent, even command the ice. He can likewise cause great destruction over the area by completely flooding it. What can we say about Namor that we hadn't already covered with the analysis of Aquaman's abilities? Namor, like Aquaman, can utilize hydrokinesis. He can flood an entire area with destructive waves of water and manipulate this element to an undisclosed extent. Namor also possesses marine telepathy to communicate with marine life, but his power is likewise more limited in nature when compared to Aquaman's version. With everything said, even though the basic powers and abilities of both characters are more or less the same, Aquaman has more powers and abilities, which seem more potent. The first point goes to him. Here, Aquaman 1 point and Namor 0. Strength and stamina. Aquaman is incredibly strong, and his strength levels are far more than what the average human can reach. In terms of feats, Aquaman easily matched Superman and Wonder Woman. He was capable of lifting thousands of tons and even pushing tectonic plates. Aquaman is far stronger than any Atlantean, and his strength levels can match even the most powerful characters in DC Comics. Even though the exact numbers of what Aquaman can lift vary depending on the version of the character and story, an average for him would be in excess of 100 tons. Like with other similar characters, Aquaman's strength levels can be affected by his level of dehydration. Like most superpowered characters with hybrid physiology, Aquaman's body easily and efficiently rids itself of fatigue toxins rather quickly, which gives him near unlimited amounts of stamina. Namor functions in more or less the same way. Due to his mutant Atlantean hybrid physiology, he is far stronger than an average human and even a member of his own species. Over the character's long history, his strength levels varied considerably, from being able to lift 30 tons to matching Hulk and holding his ground for a short time against Sentry. Depending on the storyline, his strength levels were known to be described as unmatched underwater. Still, more realistically, he is classified as having superhuman strength, which means that, on average, he can lift between 75 and 100 tons. Like Aquaman, Namor has incredible stamina reserves, and his dehydration greatly affects his strength and stamina levels. The longer he is out of the water, the weaker he becomes. The strength of Aquaman and Namor varies depending on the version and the story, and both have feats where they are seen lifting incalculable weights, so the point goes to both of them. Points. Aquaman. 2. Namor. 1. Speed. Aquaman is, naturally, an exceptionally fast swimmer, probably the fastest swimmer in the DC universe. While swimming, Aquaman can reach speeds of 6,800. His powers and muscles likewise generate enough power that Aquaman can propel himself in the air at great speeds. Aquaman's speed is the fastest when he is submerged in water, reaching supersonic levels. At one point, Aquaman could fly, but this is no longer the power that he possesses. Namor is likewise an unmatched swimmer. He can move incredibly fast, both on land, in the air, and underwater. He can swim at speeds reaching 345 mph, but Namor has ankle wings that allow him to fly extremely fast. Those wings cannot be explained by either his mutant or his Atlantean ancestry. It's clear that Aquaman's speeds far outclass those that Namor can reach. The point goes to Arthur Curry. Points, Aquaman. 3. Namor, 1. Durability. Aquaman is highly durable and able to survive in even the most hostile environments on Earth. All he really needs to maintain incredible durability is access to water. Aquaman managed to tank attacks from some of the most powerful characters in the DC universe and walk it away unscathed. Aquaman does have some type of healing factor. His injuries heal far faster than they would heal when it comes to a regular human being. But in general, he mostly relies on his inherent durability thanks to his hardened tissues. Namor is also highly durable and can tank serious damage from blunt force, energy attacks, or weapons. Like Aquaman, Namor's bodily tissues are far more durable and harder than those of average humans or even Atlanteans. It is possible to injure him, however, but it most likely will come nowhere near killing him, thanks to Namor's super fast healing factor that can repair even the most extensive damage to his body. Both Namor and Aquaman are extremely durable, but Namor seems to have a faster and more potent healing factor. Points, Aquaman. 3. Namor, 2. Intelligence. Arthur Curry might not be among the smartest minds in the DC universe, but he is a highly intelligent individual with several skills important to his royal heritage. He is a skilled diplomat, an adept politician, a master of strategy, and an incredibly talented leader. Due to his connection to life force and other forms of magic, Aquaman also has extensive knowledge of the occult. Namor is likewise as a representative of his underwater kingdom, a highly skilled and bold diplomat. He proved himself to be a capable leader, putting the interest of his people first. He is also a skilled strategist and accomplished businessman. Both Namor and Aquaman are talented leaders. This is why the point goes to both of them. Points, Aquaman 4, Namor 3. Combat skills. Aquaman was trained by the most talented and skilled fighters in the DC universe, including Batman and Wonder Woman. He is practically a master swordsman and has unmatched skills in using polearms, spears, and tridents. His most notable weapon to this day remains the Trident of Neptune. Namor was not formally trained when it comes to combat, but his extremely long lifespan and the numerous conflicts that he has been part of providing him with extensive experience regarding fighting in general. He is likewise skilled in the use of tridents and other ocean-themed weapons, the most famous being Neptune's trident. Namor has the experience, but Aquaman has been taught by DC's best. He gets the point here. Points, Aquaman 5, Namor 3. Aquaman versus Namor. Who is stronger and who wins? Aquaman would win in a fight against Namor. Aquaman has more versatile powers that extend far beyond the realm of water. Even though both characters are notorious for being exactly the same, Aquaman does seem to have more of an edge when it comes to some physical aspects like speed. In general, the fight would be extremely close, but Aquaman would be able to take down Namor. Who do you think would win in this fight? Let us know in the comments.